Smoke on doubles. OST discussion at stream.
I am back. Hello.
Hello. I was planning on asking you something, but then I immediately forgot. So there's
the
that.
mood. What?
What did I want to ask again? I don't know. I really forgot. Either way,
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I forget all the time too.
we're too
The
old for
main
this.
process crashed. What the heck?
Yeah, I saw that yesterday also.
Oh
Quite a bit.
no.
I don't know
No,
what it is. Whooshy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully that doesn't break anything. Hopefully I can log on to my account.
Well, otherwise they'll just have to like play on the main and share the links.
Well, I mean that's honestly a fate worse than death. I think.
You are a fool. You're more of a smoke doors guy than a main guy.
No, I always play on main.
Yeah, same.
It's literally just like the only times I play on Smog Tours are like in a team tournament where like I actually care what team I'm bringing because all of my teams are on main. So like whenever I play on Smog Tours, there's like one team I can't accidentally bring like fucking Assault Vest Protect or some shit. Which I've brought more than once too. That's the worst part. I've brought that multiple times.
I would have had that problem if I ever ran Protect on the Pokemon, but you know, Protect is for the weak.
Yeah.
And for the winners, and I'm certainly strong and a loser, so I'm running no Protect. No, honestly, I think Protect is an overrated move.
I think Protect is one of those moves where, like, yeah, it's probably overrated, but
I should rephrase that. It's not overrated. People use it too often.
I think that's
predict
fair.
Too much with it.
I think that's fair. I think it's just useful. Like, it feels like it's like get out of jail, you know?
Yeah, but sometimes it like I've had that so many times that it was like, oh no, I'm gonna lose, and then they choke by just protecting unnecessarily, throwing away all momentum, giving me like a free turn to get speed control or whatever, and I was like, why? What was the point?
See, here's the thing. Every time someone unnecessarily protects against me, I'm always double targeting that. So like, I've got that 0 IQ shit.
Okay.
It's like a top tier move against me apparently.
To be fair though, even though I've been saved by people using Protect wrongly, I've also been like robbed too many times by people using a double Protect and getting into like a triple, and I'm like, no.
I mean, double Protect is like.
If you double Protect, I hate you. That's so unhonorable.
I think. Did I not double protect in our match? I thought I did.
Oh, you're really overestimating my memory. I don't know. The WU game was such what was it? A fever dream. Because we both.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, it was me versus no, it wasn't that match. It was another match I think where we No, that was like a completely different match. That was like back in like doubles World Cup.
Oh damn, that's some time ago.
Yeah, I think in that game I double protected when like I had absolutely no reason to. I just thought it would be funny. And it was funny. It was funny. It completely put me in a winning position.
Did you get it?
I did get it. I did get it. Yeah. And then I think my opponent double protected too, and they got it, and then they ended like so. Honestly, what a match!
Yeah, we gotta do a recap one day of that.
Yeah, we gotta do recaps. I think. Yeah, recaps are fun.
Yeah, for sure. Either way, since I still haven't started, I'm gonna show a little life hack. Oh yeah.
I see Givrix online, so if you want to start the stream.
Oh, it's already started. I just booted it up just yet, and Robjr said to me he would let me know.
Wait. Where is it? Is it on main?
No way. I told Robjr to let me know when they would start.
Oh,
and
okay.
He said,
so
yes, I'll let you know.
Okay, but the stream has started. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, little life hack for the people watching. Let me just go into 2v2 because it doesn't matter. People, you see, use these bars. That's such a life hack to organize your builder. Double OU. I also don't really care if people see what. This is such a life hack. Because I know this is viable. This is like a build box, and this is all bullshit, which I shouldn't use. It's such a life hack to organize your teams.
See, that sounds pretty great.
It certainly is.
I feel like I need to get into that habit. I need to just organize my builder more.
Look at this organization. This is heat. this is bullshit, this is usable. Like, it's such a nice little life hack. A showdown
That's
hack.
beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway,
Also, do you want to share on Discord just so I can like not have the stream delay?
oh yes, of course. I mean, to
Yeah,
be fair,
yeah.
you can also start watching the games, right? When this.
Oh, is the game started?
No, not yet. But I'm also waiting for
Oh yeah,
that.
when the game starts, I'll
Yeah,
watch the game.
like,
Yeah.
There's not. Oh, they're starting.
They're starting?
He told me.
They're
On
starting?
Smog Tours. He
On
DM'd me on
Smog
Smog
Tours?
Tours, so I assume it will be on Smog Tours. But
I
I'll also
mean,
keep
they're
an
both
eye out.
on Smog Tours, so I would imagine they're on Smog Tours. I'm hoping they're on Smog Tours.
Would be the easiest for us.
Yeah.
Are you rooting for someone in particular?
Am I rooting for someone?
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Game 3. I'm rooting for Game 3 to happen. That's it. I feel like I'm always just hoping that whoever wins Game 1 loses Game 2.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair
Yeah.
thing to root for. There we
Oh,
go.
there we go. Oh, we love that double Palafin, double
Yo, that
Lando T.
Givrix team. You know, you have some nice Palafin bokeh behind the Grimsnell screens with some Cresselia action to, you know, Lunar Bless it up with an Amoongus to make sure you have that redirect plus spore. Wow, that's gonna be
that
fun.
that
Intimidates
Palafin
Prem
is
from
gonna
Lando.
live. That Palafin's gonna live forever. I'm scared. I'm scared just looking at it.
Rillaboom's Roothammer will do a whole 20 after it got set up now. That's for certainly not true, but then it Terra grasses, of course, to make sure it absolutely snacks up the Roothammer.
Yeah, for sure. But here's the thing, like, Rillaboom's been running some wild sets lately. I don't think it's been running like the normal thing, which makes sense, but like I'm excited to see what he has, and I'm hoping that Rob Jr. has some sort of brick breaker, like something to get past screens, because screens have been very prevalent
well, Rillaboom, you did that get brick break? I don't think it did, right? Or did it? No, it didn't.
Did it? It did. Okay, if it doesn't have brick break, then I don't know.
I'll be honest, I do not think Rob Jr. has brick break. So I think that's just gonna be a tough matchup.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think Palafin's gonna live forever. That's not a Palafin lead though, so that is something, but honestly, we do love those intimidates.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look at, as soon as you deal with, this is so hard, I think, for Rob Jr. to beat Givrix's team. Don't get me wrong, I'm not counting him out, because he has some strong guy. Wait, let me just close my little window so you don't hear, like, cars driving by. There we go. Right, Mungus is in.
Okay,
that's that's some good fucking chip. That's not even chip, that's like the whole fucking chunk.
Yeah, what a turn.
That's for sure, like, for sure, Flutter's for sure specs, but there's no way this Lando's AV.
Yeah, and I think on top of that, like, that just means we can't see.
It's Scarf,
like, I don't know what he can switch in there.
Because it flinched before Flutter moved.
Oh.
So I expect a U-turn on the Rilla, because most Rillas are AV, so that's a pretty free, like, U-turn.
Yeah.
Oh, what thanks, Ryo. For sharing the stream in the lobby.
Oh, yeah.
Right, let me know if the music is too loud, if you want this for music, if both of our volumes are fine, let me know.
Yeah. I'm really, because the thing is, like, but he does have Rage Powder though on that like, so he does kind of, like, if he does U-turn, that does mean that he can get that Palafin in, and
true, okay, there's a but U-turn. He doesn't Rage Powder. With that said, I do understand that, right? Because Rillaboom bypasses Rage Powder, and Palafin is very important for Givrix here. So if you sack that for no reason,
yeah, I don't think he's gonna sack the Palafin.
It's so unnecessary. So
yeah,
I'm kind of expecting.
Like, I think there's the Goldengo coming in. I think that
that's really free. You see definitely here the power of Specs Flutter, because Moonblast doing 35 to like an being not very effective, and still doing 35 it has no reason to be that strong. That's
insane. And like,
but
here's the thing, I don't think Givrix has.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is I don't know if people agree with me here, but I think WU needs a sleep clause. I'm so tired of Among Us putting my whole team to sleep. Or
See,
sometimes I do it and then I feel so cheap.
I do it and I feel great. I don't know.
You're
I
just
think
a
that
you're just a guy with no morals. You know, people having the
I have
angel
no
and the
more.
devil
Yeah,
on their
that
shoulder.
is
You
true.
don't have the angel. You only have the devil on your shoulder.
Yeah,
Spore,
yeah,
kick
true.
spore. And then you spore the whole squad.
Yeah, when I have Among Us in my builder, I'm doing the devil's work.
Yes,
But
sir.
anyways, I think that I think this sleep is honestly really nice because Givrix doesn't have anything that can deal with that. And oh, is that
GU
a
Grassy Seed. That's interesting.
grassy seed?
How much does this do to his Lando?
And
Oh,
that's
91.
we're seeing a lot of Landos that are just not okay. Yeah,
The
okay.
Spore key. GU is also the one bug we didn't want to get Sport, because what else are you dealing? How else are you gonna deal with Among Us?
Yeah, and honestly, like sporing into spore, that's
Oh
that's a pretty
no.
nice play. Like I know
This looks
he had to switch that out,
like
but I
Rob.
think Givrix is honestly this is even better than we've. This is just rough for Rob Jr.
Don't get me
Like
wrong.
I don't want to cut him out. It could just wake up now. But
I was
like,
about to say, not only that, Rob Jr. Oh no, that Lando's going back to
Okay.
full. But no,
Yeah.
Rob Jr. a really good player. His DPL record was like, I think, +2. Like he went +2. Good player.
yeah,
So certainly, I'm certainly not counting him out. But Givrix also certainly not a bad player, and he is in a good position here. Like I
Yeah,
prefer
this
to be in
is-
Givrix's position than in Rob Jr.'s position.
yeah. That's the thing. Like I think both of them are just excellent players. But this position is just such an awkward position to be. And yeah, there comes the stomping tantrum and
But it woke up. Will it
the wake up. But like,
Oh,
yeah.
let's
it's
not
lived.
forget Among Us, of course. I will regenerate it all back up if you're not careful about that.
Yeah, but like Among Us can just spore now, like on something. And
Yeah, it has a free spore, probably into the Palafin, I assume. No, Poland Puff.
oh no, okay. Oh, that is rough. And that Palafin is the real Palafin, unlike this baby Palafin
Yeah.
coming out here.
To be fair though, I do understand this, because now you can Jet Punch Chi-Yu, right? So so Palafin is required, the Palafin from Rob Jr., to deal with Among Us, which, I mean, 23 is not a whole lot of HP, but nevertheless, it's Among Us, and I don't think Palafin has anything to hit it with, or even neutral damage, so I don't know. It depends,
Yeah.
of course, on the Palafin set, but if I was Givrix here, I would most likely Jet Punch Chi-Yu, Spore on Palafin, probably do it like that. At the same time, I would also understand Givrix switching out that Among Us, right? Because Among Us is so good here. As soon as you deal with Chi-Yu, there's nothing really to counter your Among Us, and you just have to switch it out twice, and then you're almost back at full HP, right? So,
Yeah.
what's the item on this? It's Rocky Helmet. Okay.
Yeah.
Making it
I think
especially like nasty for Rob Jr. to try to deal with Among Us through Palafin. What would you do if you're Rob
Yeah.
Jr. here? Would you try to save
what
your
would I
Chi-Yu,
do
switch
if
it
I
out?
was? See, that's the thing. I'm not
Oh,
the person to ask. I would get tilted as fuck right now.
Yeah, kind of the same.
That's a Lando
Okay,
switch
okay.
into that Grim Snarl.
Alright, so Givrix predicted he would switch out Chi-Yu, but Rob Jr. predicted Givrix would predict him to do that. I assume at least that's how it happened, or he decided we can sack it. I don't need Chi-Yu anymore. That's also a possibility, but what I just said sounds way cooler, so I'm going with that.
It does sound cooler, yeah.
Yeah,
I
sir.
feel like it's just risky to keep Palafin in, like, as the baby, even if it does have priority, because
Double miss.
Okay.
Well, at the same time, like, it doesn't
Well-
matter. I don't know how much it matters, actually, because...
Does it? I mean, that
it's
Cresselia,
unfortunate
I
for
feel
Chris.
like...
It might have died.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like, that Crest, honestly, just
You
losing
don't have a
that,
chance
Lunar Blessing comes
to
out.
burn on Palafin. It is only 10% burn, but nevertheless, if you got it, that would be so big, that would turn the whole game around.
Yeah.
I will say
I
though,
feel
Rob Jr.
like-
seems to be wiggled a little bit back into position. Nevertheless, that Fluttermane is still asleep with 0 turns burned. And he is quite low, but he seems to be in a better position than before with that set though.
What do you think is on the Mew? Because that is something I am curious about.
Well-
Because I am expecting a fake out here.
His rocker was Lando, right? So this is not Hazards, I assume.
Yeah.
It's probably support Mew, which all Mews
Support
are, of
Mew.
course. That's not really too big of a
Yeah, that's
great
like yeah,
prediction.
that is every Mew. But I feel like we are gonna see fake out into like Palafin or something, and then
Could be.
Chi-Yu. I don't know what the Chi-Yu does. Dark Pulse maybe. I think that's the only thing that has like, I don't know.
No, that won't kill Chris. That won't kill Chris.
Does not kill. It does have a chance.
It depends, I suppose, on both sets. But
yeah.
I assume it won't be the right set to Oko, or not Oko, but do 59 from Cress at this range.
Yeah. And oh, there's a switch. Are we getting the?
Oh, they're asking what red flagons being.
Oh, no fake out. Just it's going. Oh.
Oh, I said that already, by the way. Keanu, it's Scarf, because when it got faked out, it moved before Flutter.
Right.
Doesn't matter anymore because it's dead, but either way, bulk up is in. And I'll be honest, I don't think Rillaboom can take a Jet Punch even at 42. Like, especially if you have Crest with Helping Hand, which is quite standard for Crest to carry. So I assume a Fake Out will come out from Rilla. Would kind of heal him up a little bit because of Grassy Terrain. I'm not sure if he's still in range then, but I'll be honest, I do not know the role. Or how much Jet Punch at +1 unbanded does to Rilla.
It is a... It's a chance to kill. It's actually not a particularly high chance to kill. It's a pretty low chance to kill. But once you get that Helping Hand in there, it is definitely going to kill. Like, if you have Helping Hand, it kills.
I assume we will see a Fake Out come out now. I'm not really sure how he can answer versus the I want them to call him Jet Punch, but I forgot the name. Pelafin, right? Because Rillaboom is wiggled down quite a bit. Fluttermane will just die in one Jet Punch. You could try to kind of intimidate spam with Lando. Yes.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There is... Speak of the...
but then Big Amoongus is back in. And I don't see any way to deal with Amoongus with Lando.
Oh, this is actually kind of neat for Robjr, because I'm pretty sure that puts Rillaboom out of Jet Punch range.
Oh, it certainly does. It certainly does.
Oh, and on top of that, like even like the Lando, yeah, that does lower the attack. So
if I'm honest,
this is actually a good turn for Robjr, I think.
If I was Givrix, I would get my Pelafin out of there. I think it's too important to just lose it just yet, because it will deal with Flutter. It will of course deal with Chiyu. It deals with Lando. And it might win the bulk up war versus the other Pelafin, because let's not forget, Givrix also doesn't really have a solid answer versus Pelafin besides Amoongus.
Yeah.
So this might come down to a Pelafin war. Either way, Robjr has pulled it back quite a bit, as we said. Don't count him out.
Okay, there's a Jet Punch Lando out.
I think he's Palm Puffing into the Pelafin. Yup.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm guessing that he ran a calc or something, and
he saw he could live.
Rillaboom does.
I assume he knew he could live Rilla,
but
because
that's the thing.
He wouldn't risk it.
Like, he has to be running some defense then, because everything I'm seeing says that.
Well, I assume it's not speed, of course, because like you don't need speed on Pelafin.
But yeah, that Rillaboom is... Oh, there's a Jet Punch?
Oh, I think he should have saved that Grimmsnarl. Screens would be so nice, especially Reflect. I suppose he decided, like, Amoongus was worth more, but if I'm honest, I would have just sacked the Golden Go. I don't think Golden Go does a whole lot
Golden
here.
Go. I'm not sure.
Well, maybe if Golden
really
comes in now and somehow lifts a Jet Punch, which I doubt, but I don't know the sets, of course. He might be able to deal with the Rilla. If I'm honest, I think you need to switch out Amoongus again. I don't think 34 is cutting it still. This is not looking too great for Givrix, actually, but let's not count out the Pelafin. If I was
Givrix, Jr. coming back, just showing off how he can pull off these tough matchups and be like, you know what? No, I'm Robjr, and I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just run it.
Well, it's clear that he didn't really tilt. He went in for the long game plan, right?
Yeah.
Long-term thinking. I wish I could also do that a little bit more. I was thinking, will he indeed bulk up?
Okay.
Do we see Spore into the Pelafin? No. Oh, I would have thought if he is real. That's what I wanted to say before this move actually happened, but he should Spore into Pelafin. But no.
Yeah, I think that honestly, like, I feel like he's doing a lot of pollen puffs, and Robjr is just like ignoring the Pokemon, so those pollen puffs are doing like nothing at all.
Yeah, well, Spore could be so great versus the other Pelafin. That would buy you so much time. And would also allow you to switch back and forth Amoongus a little bit to get it back to almost full, or at least a more healthy amount of HP.
Yeah, like low-key, I think Givrix playing extremely well. He's got that extremely good Paladin setup. He's got that extremely good
Oh, Will-O-Wisp!
Will-O-Wisp!
Oh, then you really need to spawn to the Mew. That's super important.
Yeah, that. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
There's the Mew gone.
Synchronize,
That's
of course, not
two
working.
times on that Paladin, and honestly, I think Robjr kind of has Givrix's number right now. Like, I don't like this.
This is still really like I can't like say for sure who is in the better position yet.
Yeah,
I still
for
say
sure.
Givrix is in the advantage purely because he has the Amoonguss at his disposal, and the only
Okay, so it is
GU.
safety goggles Paladin.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I'd say that's actually in favor for Givrix, if I'm honest, because that means it's not any heal item or boosting item, which might make that Givrix wins the Paladin war. Either way, Jetpunch did nothing to Mew.
Like,
with that said,
Givrix does have a lot of like healing options, because I'm guessing there's something on this Mew. I know that Amoonguss has Pollen Puff, of course.
Yeah, wait. Do you think Cress has Helping
Sally
Hand?
has Lunar Blessing.
Because it needs Helping Hand. Because the Paladin needs to kill Mew here, because Mew has burned 2 turns of sleep. If the Will-O-Wisp goes off and hits the Paladin, it's kind of over.
Oh,
no, this is not the right play. This is not the right play. I suppose Amoonguss to Rage Powder and make sure you're not like getting burnt, but I suppose it depends if Cress had Helping Hand to start with, which I assume, because what else are you carrying? But I suppose not everyone carries Helping Hand on Cress.
We don't know all of those Amoonguss's moves though, and I have seen Amoonguss run Leaf Storm.
Yeah, I've also seen it, but I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. Besides, I'm not sure, how do you fit that on, right? Because you have Spore, you have Pollen Puff. I assume you have Rage Powder. There's no way you're not running that. And then, do you really want
Spore, Rage Powder, Pollen Puff, Leaf Storm is usually what I see on the Leaf Storm people.
Yeah, and you need Rage Powder on this. I don't know. Leaf Storm might actually
I think it has Rage
the
Powder.
Different. Yeah, so for sure it has Rage Powder. I don't think there's an Amoonguss in existence without Rage Powder. But,
I think it would be incredibly exciting if it was Leaf Storm, but Leaf Storm does not actually. I don't think it kills
I think that
Paladin.
does like 60 to Paladin. Let's not forget, it's just an Amoonguss, right? Which has /DT. Oh, I forgot how to spell it. Amoonguss with double S. Yeah, it has only like an 85 special attack, which it could definitely be worse, but it also isn't a big hitter. Leaf Storm, of course, being 130 base power, if I'm not wrong, being very strong.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Leaf Storm, Amoonguss. Like I feel like every time I see Leaf Storm on Amoonguss, it does more damage than like I would ever expect. But there's there's a Rage Powder coming out. We see him.
Another bulk up to make sure he could kill Mew with like the next Jet Punch.
Okay.
I will say though, like maybe that's just me, that could be, but I always underestimate how big of a difference base power in moves makes, because Talonflame is also quite a weak Pokemon, but it has 220 base power stab moves in Brave Bird and Flare Blitz, and it always does so much damage, to my surprise, even though it's quite weak. Either way, Robjr really seems to have pulled it back. I think it's quite clear to say now, of course, that Robjr wins this. Could always change. Don't get me wrong, because Rillaboom is in range of Paladin, so is GU, so is Fluttermane, so is Mew. So I'm not too sure.
I've seen critical hits happen before. I don't know.
That's true. That's and I still think
like
Givrix Paladin, because Paladin Hero from Robjr is Safety Goggles. If he is lefties, or if he is like a boosting item, he will win the Paladin war, I think. Depends who used more PP. So 3 PP from Bulk Up and 5 PP from Jet Punch is 8 PP.
I think at this point, I don't know if I want to play the PP game quite yet. I feel like there's just so much.
There's enough crit stuff that could.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's enough crit chance. There's enough PP on Jet Punch on both of them right now. Like 19, 22. Like I think there's higher odds of a crit compared to something like, oh, we're just.
I agree.
PP and
I agree.
Yeah. Look at that Amoonguss. It's doing a little dance. Givrix absolutely figuring out like the it lives.
Ooh, that is quite big. That's quite big.
Okay, and there we go with that.
Alright, so
Givrix sees something. I think he might have seen the Mew like doing like a status move or something. I don't know if he expected that, but
so real quick, I think what's happening here is it would be absolutely hilarious, by the way, if Palafin solos this somehow. I'm not sure, but I think you just ignore his Palafin for a while now. You just kill everything else. The problem is, of course, Rillaboom having Fake Out, which buys Robjr another turn.
yeah, and also Rob Jr. can get a crit too. Like
yeah, of course.
We're talking about Givrix getting a crit, but like Rob Jr. can just crit.
Both could crit, and it might come down to a crit, but the crit chance for Rob Jr. is higher purely because he has more turns to try and get the crit.
Yeah, of course. And
so statistically, Rob Jr. should win, but I mean, Pokemon is quite an unfair game sometimes.
It's like it's gonna
statistics
be like,
don't tell you everything. Oh, of course.
Yeah,
protect.
there's the protect. He's gonna get a bulk up.
Yeah, I don't.
Max Palafin.
So well, you kill Rillaboom here, right? Or do you switch out Rillaboom, you sack the Flutter, and you do the same thing again? I think you. Oh, Drain Punch.
Drain Punch.
Okay.
Okay, so it
both
does
have
have
Drain
healing,
Punch.
And
yeah. So.
Oh, and it is lefties. It is lefties.
Ooh,
So
that is quite
go,
big.
Right? Like,
yeah, you kill Flutter here.
and then Palafin gets crit because we're in.
That doesn't matter.
Oh,
it mattered actually, but of course, still zero sleep. Did Givrix use a Terra? Yeah, he used it on Cress.
Yeah.
Alright, so
So
yeah, you protect here, I assume, just to make sure you get that last turn grassy terrain and lefties.
Yeah,
do you
bulk
up? Do you bulk up again? I think you need to bulk up again.
I don't think you have to bulk, but I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Like, when is the time gonna? Okay.
No, you need that, and I suppose now it's a game of crits. You protect here again, of course, to make sure you're out of range.
Yeah, that's the thing, and like I feel like I would be scared to bulk up there. I would just want to be like, okay, I'm getting a crit.
I get that, but you need that. Like, don't forget, if you get a little extra bit of attack, that means you.
No way, this Palafin takes. Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me, but no, never mind. It depends. If the crit comes in now, he wins speed by any crits. No, wait, if he protects, yeah, then he's really trying to buy himself some time. This
I think
will
he has
really
double protect. Oh, I think it's done.
Do you?
How much percent did that do? 30%? Yeah, he. Oh no, they're right. I forgot about that Drain Punch.
No, there's no way. Like, Jet Punch will probably kill.
Yeah, he's got to protect.
There's no way. Like, unless he gets the most unholy of crits.
4 times defense.
Like, he could still get a crit on this and win. Let's not count it out just yet. But Hornet seems to be consistently faster though. So that's something to take into account. Protect again.
Okay,
Jet Punch will not kill at...
I think he has to like do multiple protects in a row.
No. Listen. Jet Punch does not kill at this range. No, it will... I think Jet Punch will kill at 19. I don't know.
Yeah, but he can still like do a Drain Punch.
No, Jet Punch goes before Drain, so... like.
Well, yeah, but like that... I mean, like, Rob Jr. can do a Drain Punch.
Oh, like that. Yeah, he's free to do that, but that means you're risking the possible crit, which is the only win con for Givrix at this point.
Yeah, but like... I mean, that's not a huge risk. Like, I feel like within the span of 1 turn, risking the crit is not like the worst thing.
Can we take a moment though to appreciate how Rob Jr. pulled it back from something that looked quite bleak at the start?
Yeah, like Rob Jr. Yeah, I think he's just like he's showing how he can really pull off these matchups, and honestly, he's just a contender. There's the double protect.
Yep.
Double protect coming out free Basket Legion. Yeah, true.
So,
and that puts him out of range. Yeah, Jet Punch is 30%.
Yeah, you need to get a double protect again. With that said, let's acknowledge, by the way, doubles does not have as many turns oftentimes as singles games. We are quite, like, normally the average game will take like 14, 15, 16 turns, and doubles we're almost on 40 turns. Oh, he got the roll, okay.
Yeah.
Rob Jr. winning game 1, very impressive. And now we're rooting for Givrix, so we can see game 3.
Yeah, we're rooting. Yeah, we're all in for Givrix now.
For sure.
I love this game. I want to see more.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I don't. Do you think we're gonna see Palafin again? Because Palafin seems like it's like just straight up good. Like I don't really think there's words for it. I think there's just nothing that really. Okay, never mind. No Palafins. We're in a Palafin-less world. But we are in a cheap Chi and Pao Dragonite world, so there is still room for bust.
You see Givrix team? This is what Red
that a
Packer
scissor?
used. Yes, Red Packer used this versus Jaro and he choked. Last game, game 3.
Okay.
Did you see that? I think I streamed that with Aragon. And
I think that was
holy
one of the
shit.
ones that I missed. But
Oh,
that
you
is...
really need to watch that last part back. Trust me, that was worth watching. But Aragon and I went both fucking wild when seeing the choke.
I'm hoping there's no choke here because I really
I'm
want to see.
slightly hoping for a choke because that's always hype. Like, it gives you a reason to scream and go, whoa, no way!
I want to see that scissor work though, is a thing, because scissor...
I love scissor. I'm a big scissor fan, and I used it in DPL in OU. I've been a scissor believer all along. Oh, and I played today for OMPL. Funny enough, I don't know anything about OMs. I just know about 2v2. Scissor actually saved me there for it actually came in clutch to win me semifinals. So
we love scissor. Where's the fish? Yeah, true. Where's the fish?
Where's our
yeah,
fish
but like
table?
honestly, I do enjoy this scissor heat ran. Like,
let me switch sides so that we keep like spectating from Robjr's perspective to keep it consistent.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I will say though, if Robjr brought Pesca Legion, Givrix would have quite a difficult time dealing with it, and vice versa too. Robjr would be especially having a difficult time dealing with a well-played Pesca Legion.
Yeah, Pesca Legion seems insane, but like, look at I'm actually really excited for this match. Like,
I really want
these
Scissor
two
to
teams
win.
are not what I expected at all. Like, okay, there's the.
That's a good lead for Givrix. That's a good lead from him.
That's a clear body Dragapult too. That
you don't see that too often. That means it's physical, most likely. Because why else would you run that?
Yeah, because like normally I would expect like Infiltrator for
screens,
like,
sub, that type of stuff. But no, I think that means it's physical.
Yeah, and I think that means Volcanion probably has something like Sludge Bomb or something to take care of that Flutter main. But like
also because we don't see Booster on Flutter, I assume it's Specs pure because it's such currently the dominant set at the moment. But yeah, meaning Dragapult is faster than everything currently on the field, besides possibly Lando. Lando could be Scarf again.
Yeah, but like, it is scary. I think it's always scary to like play is Dragapult faster, is it not? Because Dragapult's dead if it's not faster. It's done so.
Then it's
like,
unless
you
need
like
to get
Sash.
out of here. Yeah, and there's nothing you really want to switch in, if I'm honest. At that point, I would just probably sack the Dragapult.
Yeah, like, I think at some point you just gotta, like, trust it, you know? Gotta believe in yourself. Exactly. And honestly, I don't know what's on that Dragapult. It could just be Specs, it could be something, but like...
No, it's Specs. It must be Bandit or Scarf
or not
or
Specs,
Lord.
yeah, Band, sorry, that's not...
I also expect Band. I will say, though, because I've seen people like complain about Pesca Legion, people really do not realize what the real counter to Pesca Legion is, and that's Barraskewda. Barraskewda has Swift Swim, is faster, and
is this gonna be the daily Barraskewda propaganda minute that we got here in this match?
Yes, absolutely, because they're taking their time, so I'm just taking my time here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
crunch. It has crunch.
Yeah.
So it will OHKO Pesca Legion actually, and if it tears, you will just kill it with liquidation or what else. You got it's faster, it's stronger. People are complaining about the fish, but not about the right fish. Pesca Legion is where it's at.
True.
Right, so that was my propaganda for now.
Pesca Legion is where it's at. True, I agree with that.
So
I feel like Barraskewda, I feel like I would want to see a lot more Barraskewda, but like
so do I,
I do legitimately. Okay, yeah, there's the
Rilla.
So
he goes into the Terra off the rip. Oh, that's a strong blast.
Terra.
Oh, both Terra. All right, we see both Terra going out.
That is...
I will say though, even of course though that you won't take a lot of Lando. Imagine if you got burned. That was such a big risk to get your Terra Pokemon burned. I don't know if that was the play there.
Yeah.
At the same time, I do understand, because what else do you switch in? Because you also don't want your Roaring Moon to take a burn. Then you're also kind of messed up.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that I really like that Terra, because I feel like now that it's water, it can switch in and out a little bit more freely into a lot of these threats, because like all of a sudden
you need that Intimidate spam. It has Chimpao, it has D-Knight, it has Great Tusk, something
I'm pretty
really
sure
to deal with.
Yeah, oh, there's a booster, but...
Almost half, that's fucking insane, man. From an 80 base power, not very effective. That's quite wild to me.
But that speed is gonna be rough. I think that Dragapult cannot stay on unless like it has something. And I don't know if it has the something. Like I don't know if it is yeah. I think it has to switch out. I just think there's too much risk there.
I think you need to save that deep build.
Yeah, like that deep build is super nice into like this entire team. Like just
it
looking
is
at
your
how much
counter
damage
versus Flutter.
It's his counter versus like everything. Like I think it just
also versus Trent probably. But I will say that you can't Terra up D-Knight anymore. So D-Knight is not as scary as it is, or you would like think it is. But that said, it probably has something Tantrum to deal with Heatran, so it still has some usability. But
here's the thing with
it will
D-Knight.
take Roaring Moon probably, something from Roaring Moon, maybe kill it back, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you wanted to say something about D-Knight?
Okay, he's sacking.
No, oh, the Tailwind, okay.
Yeah, he's sacking the Volcanion, and then Rapid Spin. Ooh.
Getting rid of rocks is really nice because you have the Chimpa.
And that speed boost. Look at that. Oh, you love to see it. And then
E-Speed probably kills Roaring Moon from this range, I'd say.
Yeah, probably. Like that's the thing. Dragonite E-Speed always scary. And the thing with Dragonite too, it's always really nice. It's like Dragonite's kind of unhinged. Like Dragonite can run all sorts of stuff. Because we only see
sponges everything.
Yeah, like... that's the thing. Like it takes a lot, it can do a lot, and like it doesn't need to be like purely physical too, even though I think it is purely physical on this like Chien Pao set, but like it can have some special moves just on the side.
I will say though, I think generally speaking, mixed D-Knight, at least for WU, is not preferable. I think just full physical is just better purely because you have more like stuff that could enable it, like Chien Pao, for example. Chien Pao D-Knight will always be such a strong combination as long as Terra exists.
Yeah, for sure. Like I think mixed makes a little bit more sense when like Ursaluna was in, but like I think now we're in like a full.
This is full like attack.
I think we're in just a hit E-Speed and like Dream, you know.
Do you think? Because I don't think, if I remember correctly, it has protect. Never mind. Alright. Nice breaking the multi-skill. But that's not multi-skill damage, by the way. That must be inner focus. There's no way you turned it 13 through multi-skill. That must be inner focus.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll be right back.
I'm honestly.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm just grabbing a glass of water real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright.
I'm genuinely. Oh, double into that protect. I think we were talking about how we see these, but like that's. And then I think that Rillaboom has to fake out the Great Tusk. Like I don't think there's really. I mean that has to be inner focus Dragonite. Like there's nothing really there. And I kind of like this for Rob Jr. If I'm being honest, I think like E-Speed kills a lot of stuff, so that's always nice. And then like that Great Tusk is hopefully able. Like I mean, I think it might have something, but yeah. And then there's the inner focus sort of guaranteed, and okay, and Woodhammer comes out. That is rough for Rob Jr. But we do see that Rillaboom is pretty low on HP, so there is a chance here. There's a chance, but it is not an easy position to be in. Let's put it lightly. Yeah, they are very excited to see what he switches in here, though, of course. Because Dragonite's gonna be very nice here, I think. Just even though, like, I don't know what he has, but I think that he does have to do. I think that Dragonite's honestly like the one thing that can save him. But Dragapult coming out, and hopefully Dragapult speed can sort of make it through a lot of this if he has some sort of protect going on or something to get rid of that one turn of Tailwind. Right. That one turn is gonna be rough, I think.
I'm back.
Hello.
It looks like a lot has happened.
A lot has happened, yeah. I think he was expecting something with the Rillaboom. I'm not sure exactly what, but I think that he wasn't expecting that Woodhammer. I think that was just a rough predict, but it is looking like Givrix is definitely in a better position here. Obviously, Dragapult can still kill a lot. We've seen a lot of damage coming from that Dragapult. We've seen a lot of damage coming from Dragonite. And obviously, Fluttermane does a lot of damage too. So, I mean, there is still odds here. And Qianpao, like, I can't rule anything out, you know?
If that's said.
And there's a timer. Look at that timer.
The timer is running down, and we've counted. Well, we didn't count them out, but it was looking bleak for Robjr last game too. So maybe, you know, he surprises us again. Although this time I think it will be harder to pull back. I just see that Scizor is gonna do a little sweep, if you know what I'm saying. Scizor, goodbye Qianpao, goodbye Flutter. Like, if it gets up in SD, goodbye Dragonpult. Or if Dragonpult only gets chipped a little, like this. Like, I think Scizor, if he just keeps that Scizor like in the back for the right moment, he will win with Scizor.
I think that makes sense, yeah. Like, I think the only, like, literally the only concern is, like, that Dragonite might have, like, a Fire-type move something, and, like...
no, Terra Blast will still do way too much
like,
for...
There's a Heatran coming out, and there's a Terra Blast...
Oh, wait, what the fuck? Yo!
Okay!
That's so fucking much, man. Either way, before Scizor starts sweeping, though, you need to make sure Qianpao gets rid of his Sash, you break Sash, or you chip D-Knight a little bit more. You can't have both at them in and not kill any of them in one turn, because they'll double Scizor and kill it.
Yeah, and there goes the Fluttermane. That is a Scarf Lando. I believe it did outspeed the Dragapult, and Dragapult, as far as I know, is very fast.
Dragapult is quite fast. That's
very true. That's what the word read is. So, but we are seeing this Fluttermane with booster energy, so that is obviously gonna be rough. I think.
Sucker. No way, that's enough. Then, you see, then you're lacking that power of specs that it otherwise gives you. To be fair, I do not think you really needed to kill Fluttermane there, because you still had that Scizor in the back. He already used his Terra. I think it would have been better to just make sure you break Sash or just kill Qianpao, but
okay, and there is the forfeit.
Scizor didn't even have to come out, but Scizor would have like won otherwise. But
and we are in game 3. We are
up for game 3. This is a hype fucking match.
Games.
This is a hype match.
Are we gonna see fish? Are we gonna see
do we see the true fish?
Are we gonna see true fish? Are we gonna see, I don't know, Qianpao, or not Qianpao, GU, and all of the fish? Either way, let's see.
I want a Trick Room team, if I'm honest.
Yes!
Do we get Trick Room? Oh,
we get Trick Room?
That's
nice.
Get,
dude, Uxie. Okay.
We are fucking in. This is what I want.
Ready.
I wanted some off-the-wall shit with Trick Room, because then you need to play around Trick Room. That's always fun to watch. This is a good game 3.
This is exciting.
Get it.
Every time I like look in the builder, I see these like little pixies, and I'm like, this seems fire. And honestly, Uxie seems very, very fire. Like, I'm actually very excited to see this Uxie. I'm hoping it does well. I'm hoping Uxie becomes like the new meta or whatever.
No, let me give you some insight. Aragon and I were recording a post-home live just when it dropped, and Yuxi did pretty well for us, and we said, yo, Yuxi's new meta, we need to make a video with Yuxi. We tried that. Let me tell you, Yuxi at that point in time was not new meta. With that said, meta has changed quite a bit, because that was just in the first like week of post-home, and of course stuff has changed. I think
the one thing that is nice about Uxie is that, firstly, it has screens. It's like, I mean, also like it has like the Mystical Fire option just on, or not Mystical Fire, Mystical Power option just on the side.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna go for that, because I feel like if you're going for that, you run Mass Spirit. Like, I think Uxie is just pure Trick Room bot.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Like, but we do see that Amoonguss. We love Amoonguss, the most broken Pokemon in the game.
It is quite a broken Pokemon.
And we're not leading a Palafin here, actually, so that's simple games where we're not
can we take a
lead.
How does Robjr deal with Givrix, Amoonguss when he gets rid of Heatran, and he has enough stuff to deal with Heatran in hands, basically, or possibly even his own Tran with Earth Power?
Yeah, that's fucked. I mean, hopefully he has like just a random Fire type move on the side, but I think he's just gonna have to like, maybe he has something on the Iron Hands. Iron Hands.
Yeah. True. He could maybe brute force it with a Terra, but I think he just needs to be very careful with his Heatran. Robjr shouldn't sack it, shouldn't just throw it in. Save it for that Amoonguss.
I have seen Iron Hands run Ice Punch. I have seen Cresselia run Ice Beam.
Ice Beam Cresselia will not beat Among Us. Let that be clear.
I want to be clear. I think we're gonna get a freeze if there is an Ice Beam on that Cresselia.
That could be. That could be.
And whenever there's Ice Beam, whenever there's like an Ice type move, there is literally always a chance to do anything. You know?
True.
Anything can happen here. Oh, and that is a Terra Grass. So already we are. Honestly, I think that's a good Terra Grass. Normally, I think when I'm scared of Terra Grass, it's when there's like
rocks are up,
a tornado
nice.
or something. But yeah, double screens. Rob Jr. is kinda. I like this position.
It's
for
also
both of them.
a Terra already came out.
Yeah.
Redpackers is driving, can't watch stream. But you can watch this game? No, Redpacker, listen. If you just listen to the stream, you get this audio stuff, you can keep your eyes on the road, keep it peeled, you know?
Yeah.
Will probably take up all your data on your phone, but trust me, it's worth it.
The thing is with this Terra Grass sort of like starting up, is that
both Terra
there's
Grass,
nothing
by the way.
really that threatens that Terra Grass, right? Because like the only thing is like you can't do Heat Ran because Heat Ran is like
27. Yo, 27.
Okay. Rob Jr. has it. He has something going on. I appreciate the fuck out of this.
SD hands behind screens is not fun to deal with.
Yeah, like this is the safety goggles, like grass, like that's the thing. Like we were talking about dealing with that Among Us. How does Among Us deal with like anything? Because like I think he just has goggles on a lot of stuff now.
I suppose it's now like, kind of a. Well,
yeah, okay.
There's your answer. There's your answer.
Is Psychic gonna come out or? Like that's the thing. Like not now, but like is Psychic gonna come out against that Among Us? Like does it actually do it? Or like that's the thing.
It won't do a whole lot. It won't do a whole lot. It will just. But I can predict you what's gonna happen. Rob Jr. is gonna play pretty well, and Givrix will look like he's losing, and then the Pesca Legion comes in at the end, and then it kills everything with lots of specs behind. Even though everything is behind screens, it won't save him.
Yeah, and then like obviously he can just rage powder into that, but. He does? Okay, yeah, there's the mystical power, so he is running mystical
Psychic
power.
did more than I expected, if I'm honest. Oh, he went for a double spore, predicting Crest to switch out, I assume, at least.
That is rough, yeah. And like, honestly, I didn't expect mystical power, but I think mystical power works here. I think he was just kind of banking on that Uxie having the superior defenses, and just mystical power is going to be what causes that sort of damage to come out, and... Yeah, that +1 can stack relatively fast if you can slow the game's pace down enough, but I think you really do have to be in.
This is looking quite interesting.
That,
Thunder Punch still does not enough, by the way. Wait, so what do you predict here? Do you predict Cresselia ally switching again, or does he predict Cresselia switching out?
Board.
Yeah, but so like, what do you expect here?
What do I expect? I think I have to expect the switch out. I'm not entirely confident, but I think he has to switch out.
I'd stay in.
Like unless there's something going on, something a little bit strange.
I would ally switch again, predicting him to spore, and
that's the thing. You can't predict ally switch anymore because like it's a 50-50 anyway. So like, what are you gonna do?
That's true. This is quite interesting.
Yeah, like he's just gonna spore
turn
and
6
then like
was so fucking wild.
Yeah, or I mean he could just clear smog the Iron Hands. That is always like an option. But like that, okay, he is switching out. No spore coming up, but that is the Iron. Okay, and yeah, there we go. There's our mystical power, and that 2 times is going.
You gotta be careful though. The UC might take more than you want. So do you fake out hands and you mystical power it again? What's the play?
That's the thing. I don't know, because that's the thing. Like I expected Uxie to be a little bit more tanky, a little bit more solid, but like I'm kind of shaky on it now. Like
+2 hands though. Let's not forget that.
It is +2, of
kills
course,
quite a bit.
Yeah, like that'll knock out a lot of stuff. But like I'm guessing that Uxie has like another move just on this side that's like actually kind of nutty.
Because what did it reveal? Mystical Power Encore. I assume that's...
It has to be damage. It has to be like a big damage move.
Dazzling Gleam, possibly.
I think...
And then protect maybe. Or
Okay, he's just switching out. So I don't think it had like a strong enough single target to deal with this, or it just wanted to save it for. Okay, there's the thing.
I think I would have faked out mystical powers again and just kind of prayed that worked out.
Yeah, but I think that Uxie, like, that's the thing, we don't know what's on that Uxie, and I think he has to, like... There's the heat wave coming out, and... Honestly...
Heatwave
I
did
think
more
that
than I
Uxie...
thought. I do want to say that. Heatwave did quite a bit.
Yeah, he waved a lot. Yeah. Oh, okay, and there's the rain punch. That's the classic Iron Hands move. I think that Uxie just didn't have the move that it needed. And I think we were kind of assuming it did, but I think I think Givrix, with the information he had, I think he just had to switch out.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
I think we are going to see light screen coming up though, unless. No, there's no way to stop it. I think we're just going to see.
By the way, is a GU suspect happening?
I thought it was Basque Legion.
Yeah, but like after Basque Legion.
After Basque Legion, I am not the.
I don't know if they're joking or not, because I'm just reading the OST discussion thread on Discord real quick on my phone while I was checking this out.
I think that Iron Hands, like Cresselia does do a lot to Amoonguss. We did see Cresselia kind of like do a lot to Amoonguss, but that is a Flutter main that is out. That is a boosted Flutter main that is out.
That's true.
So
this is stronger than specs because you're running modest plus boost.
Yeah.
Right. So 38 is quite disappointing, I will say that.
And there is the Spore coming out predicting some sort of switch, but that's
not the right thing.
I think that's the thing. Like, I think that Amoonguss is just like
a sitting duck.
Yeah, like I think he's just I think Robjr has thought about the Amoonguss, I think he's been like, you know what, I have grass types, I'm gonna just safety go to the fuck out of my team. And I respect it. Yeah. Amoonguss is no longer broken. We've solved the meta.
We solved the meta, just give everything Terra, Grass, and goggles, and then you might be fine.
And overcoat, but
overcoat.
Yeah, like
fuck. Alright, I'll clean it up a different time.
That's exciting. I mean, honestly, that's just the excitement you expect from these streams.
Yes. Yes, sir.
That Heatran, we have seen that Heatran not take it, is a thing. Like, but the thing is, like, light screen is not up, so that Heatran might actually. Okay, he is forced to switch out. Does Heatran use?
Oh, 40. That is
Heatwave
quite a bit.
I will say though, if Heatran used Heatwave and boosts the Heatran. Yeah, like what does that do to that Amoonguss? Is that Amoonguss happy? That Amoonguss does not look happy then. And then
no.
Yeah, there's a Heatwave. There's a boost.
Do we see a burn on the Palafin? Yo!
There's the burn.
Yo! Oh no! The 10% on the spread move. Yeah, what fucking odds are those?
But here's the thing, like that Heatran, like it's not like Flashfire is gonna be scary for that Amoonguss, and like, does it kill? I guess is like obviously gonna be like the question. And Heatwave does actually have a very good chance of killing that Amoonguss.
We can check probably because it took damage before from Heatwave.
Yeah.
I think. But
yeah, I think Heatwave has a very good chance of killing the Amoonguss. I think Heatran, I think it's gonna. It probably has Earth power, so like he can't just flash. But like if that Palafin is able to take out the Heatran, which it is not, but if it can eventually, then he's doing good. Like I think he just has to preserve the Palafin. That burn was huge, I think. I think he wasn't
That's so fucking nasty. But I will say, though, I think we're in for a long game on this game 3.
I think we are, too.
I mean, if all Pokemon are still alive in turn 14 in doubles, you're in for a ride.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for the next, like half an hour. So you know, buckle up, follow the speed limit, because we're gonna be here.
Right back down for a show. Because by the time you're here, only 2 Pokemon have died.
And like, look at... But here's the thing, that Flashfire... he's gonna keep the Heatran in. I think he has to keep the Heatran in. Like, nothing kills it.
Right. Oh, and by the way, Burn could be resolved
Flash Cannon comes out, okay, there
and killing it. But could we just say real quick, Palafin is not burned forever if he saves the Crest.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
But...
And... Flashfire, like, we saw that Uxie take more damage than, like... just unexpected because that Oxy usually has like a lot of HP, a lot of defenses, but I think he might have some special attack investment there, and okay.
Can we
GG.
just...
There's the fish coming out.
No, but he's sending it out too soon. You want at least one more Pokemon to die before you do this. I will say though, Robjr's team's quite slow. How do you deal with a fully powered up Besk? What do you do against that?
Here's the thing, I say GG, but I think actually this is sort of showing that, like, what does Givrix have here?
Not a whole lot, if I'm honest.
Yeah, like, that's straight up. I think that might
Wave Crash for the Tren is probably what he's banking on. But I mean, now you just get this bullshit, and Last Respects didn't even
coming out, that does nothing. Encore coming out, yeah. So it is the Encore that he was hoping for, I think, but I think he just didn't expect the hands, and that's rough.
That is rough. So you like the win con for Givrix is Besk Legion, killing everything basically. So you need to save the Besk Legion, make sure you don't send it in prematurely, and deal with as much stuff in the meantime as possible, so to kinda make sure he can't throw everything at Besk Legion and kill it just because he had enough.
Yeah.
So you need to just wiggle down Robjr. I think that's coming. Like that's what you need to do here, and then Besk Legion needs to start carrying.
I think there is one thing that Givrix kind of has in the back, and that is Trick Room. And I think Trick Room is an interesting, like, sort of position here. I don't think it's gonna save it ever,
though. You shouldn't click it ever.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think he was kind of counting on having it in the back. I don't think it works because of the Amoonguss can't just go ham in Trick Room like it usually does. Like, he has Trick Room options, and there's the ally switch, which, I mean, okay, cool. Screens are gone, so that's something, and I think that Amoonguss is just gonna try to clear smog that Iron Hands until it's just a happy little guy.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that Uxie has something. Like, I think that Uxie probably has, like, I don't know, like, it's like Ice Beam or something. I don't know what Uxie gets, but
I don't know. It's looking quite rough versus the hands, if you ask me. I will say,
like,
real quick, I keep sometimes checking the stream chat, but I will stop. I know it's been that for a while, but I'll stop doing that now. If you want to say anything like chat related, just do it in the OST discussion thread, because I'll read it there, but not in my own stream chat. So if you have anything to say, put it in there. Either way, we're back at it, looking pretty good for Robjr, this position with the Tren and the Hans in.
Yeah.
With that said, Hans is encored, so tough luck.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, Hands is encored, but, like, okay, now it's just a +4 Hands. Now it's
you just need to kinda... Okay. With that said, though...
But there is a Bascu in the back. There is a Bascu in the back. Okay, he does want those... Oh! Okay,
Mystical
immune.
Power? Heatwave the crit?
Okay, there's the crit. I think... Honestly, like, that Bascu needs to go. Like, I don't know what Heatran has here. I think... He might have something, he might not have something, but, like, you can't kill that Uxie yet, I don't think.
No, I think you're...
It's just such a weird position, is the thing.
For both players, this is... I don't want to call it an uncomfortable position.
I'll call it uncomfortable. I'll call it uncomfortable for anybody.
Like 19 turns in and still not major progression. They are both on the long-term plan, I suppose. Long-term strategy.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, like, some action wouldn't hurt. Reflect coming out.
There's the... Okay, Wave Crash coming out. I think he does kind of want to keep
Imagine if Grimmsnarl had the Dark move and it just... killed the Besk Legion here. Could you imagine that?
That would be tragic. But,
you know,
like...
I think, because Grimmsnarl usually runs Spirit Break, I think we need to start running Darkest Lariat and just kill, like, unsuspecting fish. I think that's the new threat.
I think that's fair. I think that's entirely fair. I think, honestly, I think, like, Darkest Lariat, I think Dark-type moves on Grimmsnarl are good, but I do not think it has it here. We do see that coming out. There's, like, no damage.
But... Normally, I use Grimmsnarl a little bit in double Uber, so Foul Play is really nice there. You know, big hitters, you don't have to invest yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely. That
will probably kill, like, 4 Besk Legions.
And I think that is the issue with Uxie, is you are kind of in that position with Mystical Power where you're just kind of...
It's like a Steam train,
You are kind of...
Or Steam Engine. It's like a Steam Engine. It takes really long to get going. Like, you need to get it going, and that goes slowly. it's like a slow start Regigigas, but if you get it going, it can do a lot. But is it really worth all that time it takes to set it up? It's so much effort.
Like it's just a lot. It just takes like turns and turns, and like
you have 3 turns in before it really starts pulling its weight. And like,
that's not something that's guaranteed. And like I feel like especially with Dazzling Gleam, because that is a spread move, and I feel like you do want like that single target action, just so you can like do damage. I feel like Uxie just wants to do damage.
I think Uxie would be great, not even great on WU, but good enough for WU. I don't think it's viable in WU, if I'm really honest.
I've been using Mesprit in WU. I think
how's
it's
it doing there? Oh, by the way, could I kind of back you for a team? Because tomorrow I'm playing for WU and I don't have any teams. So
I'm playing in an R and I don't have a team, so don't worry. Oh, 20... Dude, look at that 20 seconds left. I would have a heart attack here.
That is nasty. Do you Alright, so... I think there's a 15% chance that this will go to a timer win purely because of how slow this game goes.
I don't think it's going to be a timer win. I think that... Because there's like, I don't think we're gonna get timer win.
I think the chances are low, but they exist. Either way, this is pretty big. What we see here.
Yeah.
I will say now though, I think this Hands is able to take a last respects from the Best Legion. With that said, he still has the Flutter, of course, in the back.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think Givrix's problem here is he didn't like chip down the whole... Well, I say that, but I mean, Rillaboom is almost dead, Grimmsnarl is dead on switching, Cress is also not...
Cresselia is pretty low, like, I think he's getting that chip in, it's just... And that Palafin is burned, so... It's not a hopeless situation. I actually don't hate it, like... Oh, wait, Rillaboom lives! And that Iron Hands is done, okay.
Oh. Clear smoke. Doing 15 is actually quite impressive through screens, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
that's more than you should expect. Not that it really matters. With that said, though,
it does heal it up, but like
you can't switch Best Legion in, right?
Nice.
You can't switch Best Legion just in yet, purely because of the.
Yeah, I think he has to like kill something. He has to get the Flutter main going.
I think Givrix might still win this with the fucking fish.
I have seen Bastion Legion come back from worse.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen Bastion Legion come back from things that I couldn't even imagine.
Okay, so. That's a pretty decent play, I suppose. To
Whoa,
do
that's I love that protect.
Why didn't he kill
me? But
yeah, if I was him, I would have probably killed the Rillaboom though, because you just need to get rid of one of the 2 grass Pokemon.
Yeah, like I think you need to get rid of something, but like maybe he's. I genuinely don't know. That's the thing. Like, I feel like he could just, like maybe he's gonna double protect. Maybe he's gonna, like, you know...
No way.
No shot. Okay, there we go.
See the Grimmsnarl sick.
Okay, there's a sub.
Oh, the sub. That's actually quite big. That's actually quite big, because it buys you more turns to start dealing with one of the grass guys.
Not just that, but like it buys you turns to remove those screens, and now that Grimmsnarl is down, now that Palafin is burned,
can we say one thing though? I don't think it matters for the last respects.
I don't think it matters for the last respects, but
it does matter for
a single target move. That is a single target move, and I do think that I do think Givrix wants to get rid of these screens so that Flutter main can start doing damage.
Exactly. And to make sure that Hans is as low as possible. The drop! Among Us surviving on. He is not targeting in the... he opted to chip Among Us over killing Flutter. Now that's interesting. There's no way he predicted the Best Legion to switch in on Among Us. That's such a greedy play.
That's...
Sub in.
That's nuts. There's a sleep. There's
then
a Thunder Punch coming out, and then it's the Pollen
Puff back to full.
I think that Among Us, that's the thing, like we were talking about how we can't deal with the Among Us.
Screens are gone.
To deal with the Among Us, but like screens are gone. Screens are gone. So, oh my gosh.
Now the question is, like, yeah, so I think you kind of want Among Us to die here. So you are free to go with Best Legion. Yo, why the fuck? Yo,
that's so much damage to the Iron Hands.
So what do you do here? I think you just kill Hands with Flutter and you Rage Powder to make sure he doesn't Flash Cannon your Flutter. And then you are in a really solid position.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he had Protect all along.
Okay,
but the 3-turn sleep.
What a sleep!
Oh no, imagine if you click Flash Cannon.
Oh no! I feel like he had to click flash cannon. He definitely clicked flash cannon.
Yeah.
No shot, he didn't. And
That's
that Amoonguss is
unfortunate
just,
for Rob
yeah, like,
Jr. It's so funny, by the way, how we see an almost dead Among Us, a Basque Legion at 70, and just a Flutter main, and we see a whole squad of 5, and we say, this guy with the squad of 5 is in another good position, purely because of that fucking fish in the
Here's
deck.
the thing, I still think, like, Rob Jr. is in, like, a fine position. I just think that, like, it's not
I don't,
the finest position.
Because
it's not, like,
I don't think
it's not
he's in a fine
caviar.
position.
Yeah, like, he's not, like, it's not like silk and satin, right? It's like,
No.
I don't know.
Because you kill hands here.
It's like wool.
You really want to rage, but you want that Among Us to die at this point, because if you get that Flutter plus Basque Legion next to each other, you win. Then it's GG.
And I think Rob Jr. knows that, and I think Givrix knows that Rob Jr. knows that, so he's just like, yeah, okay, you're just gonna keep attacking the Flutter, I know you're gonna attack the Flutter, and I don't know.
But he shouldn't, I think. I think you always rage powder when Givrix, if you're Givrix, and then you just start chipping down at whatever is in the
There's a rage powder, and there is.
Now Heatran must wake up now.
Heatran's
Heat
flash
wave?
cannon, right? Like
Flash cannon, yeah.
There's a rage powder. He saw the wake up coming. He had to rage powder. And there is Iron Hands coming out.
Okay,
we see
well,
those.
GG. Shadow Ball will kill the hands. And Basque Legion will kill Heatran. Palafin is burned, so he can't OHKO the Flutter.
Okay, yeah, it is GG.
It's
is it GG
fair.
because
it is GG. Because Rillaboom is at 16, still needs to take Rock's chip.
Okay, and then it's
so that's Givrix.
Okay.
So yo,
what a game.
That was quite tense.
Yeah, I don't even have words anymore. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I do know that I'm having a slight headache.
Yeah.
Holy
I
shit.
cried a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I cried a little bit.
I feel you.
Look at that. Just absolutely magnificent. Put that in like our national archives. Put that in like the Library of Congress. This is like an important
really
game.
Like shows how fucking stupid Mr. Basque is.
It
didn't do a whole lot. At least it looks like, but just a fucking threat of it being in the back is enough.
Yeah, just having it, and like I mean, we say it didn't do a whole lot, but like I mean, Rob Jr. forfeited. Like if he switched in stuff, it would have done a whole lot. Like you know.
Oh, this was officially the longest game.
Is it?
In OSDT.
This is the longest. It's been an honor. It's been an honor.
It certainly is. Let's take a look. No. It's game 1 because that was 38 turns long. So it's game 1. It's game 1 from Givrix, Rob Jr.
Rob Jr. and Givrix is absolutely just showing how these games can last for way longer than like single.
Yeah, but their second game was 8 turns, so that was like
a
fifth.
We're getting the gamut. We're getting like the full range of just what this game can be. I feel like in this game, I don't know. I feel like at some point I just want to like make the game last longer. You know, if I can, I just want like a long game. I want to be in the record books, and I think that we saw that, and I think Palafin is just like. I think Palafin was beautiful. We just saw a lot of brokens in this game. That burn on Palafin is just brutal.
It is. Because that would have OHKO'd Flutter. To be fair, only if banded, and I do not know the Flutter set, nor do I if it mattered in the end. Because if I go back to that game,
yeah. Here's the thing, though, and
Basque would still won.
Yeah, I think Basculin still does like a lot. I don't know if it wins, but like.
Real quick, do you think Basculin will get banned? I
think Basque Legion will get banned?
I'm pretty sure it gets banned.
I think instinctively, I don't know. I think it might get banned. I don't want to say for 100% certain, but like I don't think it's like a super cut and dry thing in the same way that like Ursaluna, like it kills everything. Like it just kills everything in one shot. Basque Legion is a little bit less.
It
like
requires more long-term setup, I think. And with that, I mean letting your teammates die.
Yeah, like with Basque Legion, you need to play the game, and I still think it has a very good chance of being banned, but I don't think it's like 100% certain, because I feel like in doubles, in this like beautiful community we have, I feel like people are a little bit more willing to have things, I guess. Is how
I know
I'd
what
put
you
it.
mean. I know what you mean.
Like in singles, people are like, let's just fucking burn this Pokemon.
Yeah, but I
Let's
can't imagine it
destroy.
being incredibly broken in singles.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah. Like I think in singles, obviously stuff is broken, but I feel like in like other metagames, people are like, let's just use this. Let's just get rid of it. I don't want to play around it. It's not fun. I feel like in doubles, people are like, it's not fun. I don't want to play around it. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Let's keep it around.
In doubles, you can salvage way more by being a little bit creative, of course. Being
Yeah.
you have more combinations and synergy to make use of. I will say though, motherfuckers keep complaining about Barraskewda, but do not really run counters at the same time. So this is the same when I heard people complain like, oh no, the Chi-Yu is broken, and then nobody cared Chi-Yu can. So I was like, well, you know, you could run a counter or two to deal with it, but
yeah. I don't
no,
think Chi-Yu is getting banned right
no,
now. Like
Chi-Yu
I don't...
shouldn't be banned, if I'm honest. I will say though, Best Legion, I think it might. No, I do not really care, if I'm honest, if it gets banned or not. I will say though,
Oh, I don't care.
If it stays, just run some more counters to it. Just bring a cheap power or something, or the Barraskewda.
Legion, and hear me out here, Barraskewda. Here's the thing with Basket Legion. I do think it is like not ideal. I think it does encourage a way of playing that I'm like not super happy with. And also I think it's stinky and I think it's poopy and I hate playing around it and I don't really mind if it's gone. But if it stays, I've decided that I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I think it's stinky, I think it's poopy, and I hate it, but I hate like so much stuff.
You're a WU main, right? By the way.
I'm Natix at this point.